Facebook, I think we're live right now. There we go. I'm live right now with you guys. I'm so pumped. We had an awesome webinar on Saturday. It was an incredible live training that I had no idea what to expect. Just turned out to be a great time. Alex and I had a blast going through the training. We thought it would be, honestly, I didn't even know how long it would be, but it ended up being almost 3 hours, which was just crazy. The energy that Alex was bringing, I think that everyone was bringing in the group was amazing. So I just want to say to anyone who came onto that and watched even a little bit of it, just thanks for coming on. We hope you got something out of it. Hope you took a lot of value away from that live training, from the webinar. You guys absolutely rock. I think the thing that we keep coming away with is just how many people are out there that are motivated, driven, want to improve themselves, want to take things to the next level, and more than anything, just want to keep learning, which is just, I know it seems so simple, but it's powerful. And I think what's so cool is that people are just surrounding themselves with other like-minded people who want to get better, who want to improve. It was an absolute blast. And guys, today we're going to talk about how many people are out there right now on Facebook, either in your local area or online, that are ready for you to reach them. And Alex and I, if you've been in the group, we talk about Facebook advertising all the time. And this is going to show you why it's so important. I was just doing some research independently before this, finding some different things out about audiences and some interesting statistics about how frequently people are clicking on ads compared to commenting or liking posts, which I think is really interesting, that we'll get into here in a sec. I'm going to see, guys, I'm kind of new to this, doing the live through Zoom. I'm not sure if I'm able to, oh, there we go. Now I can kind of see comments. Hey, everyone's here. All right. Dawn, thank you for hopping on. Will, Five Ever Learning. Will, it's a great name, by the way. Jordan, what's up? Dean, good day, mate, from Australia. That's a terrible Australian accent on my part. It's got to be early in the morning your time. I feel for you with the Aussie football team. I've been trying to watch them on when they've been playing. They got put in a tough group, but I'm hoping that you guys have been able to support them out there in Australia. Don says, thumbs up. Ryan, hey, so good to have you on here, Ryan. Guys, if you're ready, let's dive in. I know people have a big phone call at 9 o'clock with Greg Todd. If you guys aren't familiar with Greg Todd, please go look him up at some point. Dean says 10:30 a.m. All good. Guys, let's dive in. Guys, let me start with a question. How many of you even have a remote idea of how many people in your local area are on Facebook right now that are in your target audience range? When I say that, I mean, let's say you have a local clinic or you work at a local clinic, and you know that you like to treat patients that are 45 to 55 and mainly women or mainly men, and they have an interest in running. Do you have any idea how many of those people are on Facebook? And do you have any idea how many of them you could reach with just a very small amount of money? James says, no clue. Oh, James, you're going to be if you're going to be on here for the next 15, 20 minutes, you're going to be my case study. If you're up for that, give me a thumbs up if you're up for that. And James, if you're listening, tell me the name of your town again. I know you're near Boston. I know you said you're just south of Boston. Drop me the name of that town, and we're going to do something really interesting here. Amy says 9. No idea. Kevin says no clue. Amy, I'm so pumped. Amy, you jumped in the course. James jumped in the course. I'm so pumped that you guys signed up for our new course. Things are about to go down crazy, because what we're showing you, the things that we're teaching here are great. It's a ton of value. What we're going to go over in the course is going to be insane. I think it's going to really change the way that you guys are able to connect with the people in your community, reach them like you haven't been able to reach them before. James is Easton, Massachusetts. All right, guys, I'm going to dive in. I'm going to share my screen here. Let me play around with Zoom for just a sec, make sure I got this. Alex has been so gracious to tag everyone, and he's also been gracious to be primarily been the guy who's been hosting these live streams. So let me know real quick if you can see my computer screen. That way you guys don't have to just stare at my face as I talk about things. If you can see the computer screen, just comment, just say, yep, we can see it, or yes, I can see it. that would help me a lot. That way I know that you guys can see it, and I'm not just, yeah, I did this once where I did a webinar for podcasting, like how to start a podcast. And I thought I had my screen shared, and I'm like talking about all these important things. And all of a sudden someone's like, hey, it's been 20 minutes yet and I can't see your screen. All right. Yep. Kevin says, yep. Ryan says, yep. James says, yep. All right. Let's get into this. I'm going to go in here, guys. I might bounce back and forth just a little bit so I can see if there are any comments, or I could probably do it smarter, but I'm going to jump in here. I'm going to go into what's called my ads manager, guys. If you have set up your Facebook business account and you have an ads manager account, you'll probably have a little tab down here called Ads Manager under Explore. If you don't have that, that's okay. It's not going to be super important for this moment, as I'm just going to show you the power of this, but definitely look at going to facebook.com/ads/manager, and you'll be able to use all these tools. And it's pretty quick to set up. And we can get that. And I'll drop that link here in a minute so you can check it out if you want to. So I'm going to go into my ads manager, guys, is what I'm going to do. This is the Facebook advertising platform. If you haven't been here before, welcome to one of the most powerful areas of the internet where you can get in front of almost anyone you desire, especially in your age range. Guys, if you're curious if Facebook advertising works, if there's any power to this, right? I'm an affiliate. I'm part of the ambassador program for Smart Success, which is hosted by Greg Todd, a mentor of ours. Went through the course, got so much out of it. I believe in it that I try to get people to sign up because it's brilliant. Not only because I make a small commission from it, but I just truly believe it transformed my life. Guys, here's the power of Facebook advertising. I ran an advertisement on Facebook for 2 days, and I think I spent $70 a day, which you don't have to do. I just knew it was for 2 days, and I thought I'll try to reach as many people as I could. I put $140 into this campaign, right? $140 into this ad. I'll see if I can show you this ad, just to show you guys the power of Facebook advertising real quick. Whoops, I'm going to go back. I spent $140 to put this ad in front of just PTs. And I'm going to show you how we can identify just physical therapists. And I targeted physical therapy students, if I remember right. I'll just show you. So I spent $139, guys. I reached 4,000, almost 4,200 people for $140. And not just 4,200 people in general, 4,200 physical therapists or physical therapy students, right? I got 90 clicks. It was $1.55 per click. Guys, if someone clicked on this to join Greg's webinar and ended up buying Smart Success, I got a $750 commission, right? I had 3 people buy this. I had 3 people go on the webinar from this advertisement, buy Smart Success. So that ended up being a little over $2,000, and I spent $140. Guys, that's the power of Facebook advertising. If that seems like a decent return on investment, just comment yes. Comment yes if you think that's a pretty solid return on investment. This isn't even meant to be a promotion of that. I just want you to see the power of this when you do it, right? I spent $140 on an advertisement. I'll show you the ad, guys. It's not like it was some crazy decked out high level video, right? All I did was I wrote a little bit of, I put a picture of me and Greg, and I literally wrote, this is my mentor, Greg. Before I met him, I was dreading. These are all real emotions I had. I think I can help you. I never took a job, right? If you want to see this webinar training, sign up. That was it, guys. I didn't even run any different variations of it. I literally ran one ad, $140. 3 people, I can't remember how many people joined the webinar from this. They just clicked the link. I know I had 3 people go through it and buy, and they bought, and I got $750 out of those people who signed up. And of course, it's something I believe in. It's not something that I'm just trying to do to make money. I firmly believe in it. I already talked with those people and said, hey, like, before you make this decision, let's talk about it, which is incredible. But that's the power of Facebook advertising. So let's get into what we said we were going to dive into, which is I want to show you this tool up here. So if you get into your ads manager platform, And Amy, you're on here. James, you're on here. You're in the course. As you get to module 3, you'll be able to do this and be able to go through all of this. So you're going to go to this 3 bar up here that says, or the 3 lines with Ads Manager. We're going to go down to all tools, and we're going to go play with this audience insights. And here is where you can study ahead of time who you can target. So either one that you choose, it actually shows the same page. So I just choose everyone on Facebook. Guys, this is where we can learn about everything about who is on Facebook. So right now, there are 200 to 250 million active people on Facebook. In the US, that's it. Only in the United States, 200 million to 250 million. Guys, there are only like 300 some million Americans. That's freaking insane. That's over 60% of Americans are on Facebook, like actively every month, not just like have ever had an account, actively on Facebook. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take James as an example. James is in Easton, Massachusetts, right? He's in Easton, Massachusetts. In Easton, Massachusetts, there are 10 to 15,000 monthly active users of Facebook. Not Boston, Easton, in the Easton area. Now, I'm sure there's some range here that this isn't telling me, and as we get into actually creating ads, we can choose specific ranges away from Easton. But I think this is just saying in the city of Easton, right, there are 10,000 to 15,000. 58% of them are women, 42% are men, right? Here's something that's really interesting. We can find out what kind of pages they like in Easton. Okay, the Easton Journal has top page likes. Let's see, the coffee shop, Beanery on Washington. James, have you ever been to the Beanery on Washington? Have you ever been to the Beanery on Washington? Sorry, I'm bouncing back and forth between screens, trying to be able to see if I can see comments. James, let me know if you've ever been to the Beanery on Washington and if you like their Facebook page. Or if you've ever seen an ad from them, that'd be even better. So these are some of the best pages, pages that people like in this area. These are the top likes of pages in your town. We're going to talk about strategies to market your business on those pages, because guess what? There are a lot of people, 1.6 thousand people like this Easton Journal. I don't even know what that is. James says pretty good. I have pretty good stuff. Okay. James has been there. All right, guys. So here's what we're going to do. James, I want you to tell me. Oh, one last thing I wanted to show you guys. Here's something that I've been noticing that's really interesting. Okay. So the frequency of activities of these people in Easton, right? These are 18 to any age. So 18 to 65 plus, all genders. We haven't gotten into interests. The number of times the selected audience perform these actions on Facebook based on Facebook user activity environmental data. Comment 8, right? I'm going to be honest, guys. I don't really understand this completely. I don't know if this is per day, per month, or whatever. But what's interesting is that we have, I'm pretty sure it's based on a 30-day, in the last 30 days, right? Look at ads clicked, beats out posts liked and comments. I think this is scaled because I'm sure there are more than just 8 comments every month in Easton, right? But look at this, guys. 15 ads clicked per 12 posts like. Just a little clue, guys. Advertising is pretty important on Facebook. That's insane. That's insane. For every comment, there's almost 2 ads that are clicked. Think about that. Think about that. That's pretty crazy. If that's crazy, just comment crazy. I think that's kind of crazy. I think that's crazy. Comment crazy. Like that is the power of Facebook. And guess what? Facebook wants people to click on advertisements. So what do? They put it in front of the right people. That's crazy. I think it's just crazy. All right. So James, a few things about James. I know James is into working with golfers. James, if you're on here, will you give me a, let's say 10 to 15 year age range that you're really interested to work with? We'll give James a second if he's still on to do that, right? So James is really interested in people who working with golfers. He's got a really great clinic that he's building, practice that he's got going on. James likes to work with golfers. He's in the Easton area. James, let me know if you either prefer to work with men or women. a 10 to 15 age range. So let's say 30 to 45 or 40 to 50. And let's see. And that's it. So gender, male or female, and an age range of 10 to 15 years. And if I don't get it from James in a minute, we'll just make it up and we'll go through it. I just want to show you guys the power of who you can be reaching. All right. So I haven't heard from James. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, we'll just start. If he comes in and changes, we'll go through it. I'm going to say for James that we're going to go, let's go 40 to 55-year-old men. Let's just do that. So in general, there are 1.5 to 2,000 active monthly men using Facebook. And look at this, guys. They are almost 3 times more likely to click on an ad than make a comment. 3 times more likely, almost 3 times more likely, more than 2.5 for sure. Almost 3 times more likely to click on an ad than they are to comment. Is that crazy? Is that crazy? Please tell me you think that that's crazy, because it's bananas to me. And I think it's so fascinating. I just kind of discovered this little thing here, and it's really, really interesting. James just texted me. Let me see. Might have some computer issues. We'll see if this is on here. Oh, it's not loading for some reason, but he's listening. All right, James is listening. So James, I hope do this on your own. Check it out if the comments don't come through. I have a feeling my Zoom sometimes just hates me and won't let things load. So if people are commenting, I apologize, guys. But all right, we've got age 40 to 55 men. We're going to go with golf. Oops. Okay, we're going to go with golf. All right. So here's, this might have been a bad example. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go with, let's go with, I think because we're in this, oh, here we go. Nope, we might have too small of an audience with this, which is interesting. If I were to go into Facebook advertising, we could get it deeper. Here's what we're going to do. We'll go fitness, wellness, try running. Interesting. I haven't had this happen before. Hopefully my computer's not going down. All right, here's what we'll do. We're going to mix this up. That was a bad example. I apologize, guys, that didn't work out. We're going to go 21 to 35. Here's what we're going to do. Let's say that James wanted to target his audience to just parents of kids 2 years and younger. Oh, man. Oh, whoops. Oh, guys, this is not working out the way I thought. All right. I'm going to go. Let's see. It might be my computer. I'm going to go. I did this earlier for Jeremy Sutton, if Jeremy ends up coming on here. And I'm going to go with, okay. So guys, I don't know, maybe my Facebook wasn't having an issue, but so let's say we're in Shreveport. Crazy. Okay. All right. I'm getting some comments. Sorry, guys. So let's say Jeremy, for example, is in Shreveport, Louisiana. He wants to target new moms and dads. Let's say he wants to target new moms and dads. We can go both target to men and women who have children 0 to 12 months and 0 to 2 years old. Guys, there are 2,000 to 2,500 monthly active users that have 2-year-old kids or younger. We can target that. We can find that. If I wanted to just go to women, 1,000 to 1,500 monthly active users. Who here, if you're on this, who here thinks they could handle, if you wanted to work with new, let's say postpartum parents or postpartum moms, who here thinks they could serve all 1,000 of those monthly active users on Facebook? My guess is not. Now I know Jeremy, and so I'm actually going to do this differently because Jeremy, I know, is in the Shreveport area. He likes to work with, he likes to work with 50 women 50 and over. Now here's something pretty cool. He likes to work with women 50 and older. Oh, well, I have the parent setting on. That's probably why. Okay. Let's go with Shreveport, Louisiana. There are 25 to 30,000 monthly active users. Now, Shreveport's probably a little bit bigger than Easton. So, James, we might look at moving towards Boston. Sometimes smaller towns can be a little bit harder to get all this data in the audience insights. Where it's a lot better is actually in the ads platform, which maybe I'll do later this week. I think this is just cool to play around with, though, to see what's going on, right? Let's see, do these people, man, all right. So 18 out of, look at this, 14. I don't know what the ratio is here, but this demographic clicks on ads and clicks on ads frequently, which is just bananas. Let's see. So we've got women 50 to 65. Here's what I'm going to do. Check this out. We're just going to type in yoga. Just yoga. Guys, there are 2,500 to 3,000 50 and older women 50 and older who use Facebook monthly in the Shreveport, Louisiana area. We can put advertisements or videos right in front of them, right in front of those people. Guess what? If we wanted to find out, you know what, we could even choose just the ones who are married. Whoops. There's 1 to 1.5 million, right? We could do, let's say we wanted to find out, we could target the ones who just went to college. Maybe we feel like they'd have a larger education, right? Or more income based off of that. So it's too small to give us an actual number. Usually when it goes under 1,000, it won't calculate it in the audience insights, but in the Facebook actual platform, it will when we get into creating an ad. Or you could target their political stuff. You can even do life events, which is crazy. Are they in a long distance relationship? Have they said they're in a new job, right? These are just really, really crazy. You can go by different types of demographics. You could even go by, for example, here's what we're going to do. Here's how I targeted, for example. So actually, I know James, since James on here, James is working on building an online golf program. And this is where it gets powerful, guys. If we're physical therapists and we're creating digital products or online things, this is where the powers come in. John says we can do it all. So we're going to go with the whole US, right? Because James is creating a golf program. Let's say he wants to target, we'll go back to 40 to 55-year-old men, right? We're going to get rid of this. We're going to go golf, right? So there are 1.5 to 2 million monthly users that are men, 40 to 55, who have an interest in golf. Now, one thing that I can do, one thing that I can do is I'm going to go down here, and these are who have a college education. So if I take this away, there's even more. But let's say I want to go down and I want to find, let's see. Let's see if I want them to be just, I don't know, let's say, so some of these we can choose for job titles, right? So it'd go down a lot more. So this isn't allowing us to be as specific in our audience stuff. If we go into the other side of the platform, you can get very specific. But anyways, James, men 40 to 55 in the US who are interested in golf. There are 3 to 3.5 million men 40 to 55 who are using Facebook monthly. And look at this, they click on ads almost 3 times more than they will comment on a post. That's why Facebook advertising is incredible. Guys, if you feel like this is useful, if you feel like you see the value of Facebook advertising, just comment me. Comment me if you see the power behind this. I know my computer's probably being a little bit slow, but I just wanted you to see, right? So Megan Weisner was on here not too long ago when we talked about she was worried that she wouldn't have enough people to serve, right? She wanted to target women. I can't remember. I think it was like 35 to 45. And we found out there were almost 1 million to 1.5 million active users on Facebook just in the US, that she could be putting advertisements in front of. And I hope you see how much more frequently they're clicking on ads than they are commenting or liking on things, which is crazy, right? It's crazy. So 30 to 35, Megan said. So guys, if you enjoy this, I know a lot of you guys got to go at 9. What I want to say is if you haven't yet, you got to watch our webinar. If you're interested, we have a new course, Ads for Physical Therapists. Check it out. I'm going to drop the link here in the comments. If you're interested, you got to check it out. If you got value out of this, let's just say this is not even the tip of the iceberg of what we go into, and we teach you how to exactly get in front of the right people that you want to get in front of, teach you how to message correctly, and start growing your business. So I hope you guys had a great, learn something from this. Go play around in Audience Insights. Again, guys, just a reminder, I think what I learned during this is that if the audience size gets below 1,000, it won't give us the data that we want. So choose an area that's at least big enough that you can get a sample size. I'll show you later this week how we actually use the ads, the ad platform, Ads Manager itself, to get even more and more specific, guys. It's crazy how specific we can get. I'm going to drop that link in here. You guys have a great night. If you're going to catch, Greg on the SSPT, I hope you guys have a great time. I just dropped the link right now. If you're looking forward to getting into our course, get in it. It's never going to be like this, and our Facebook group's going to be crazy. We're going to go deep dive into all this stuff. You guys have an excellent night. Shoot me a message or comment if you have any questions about this stuff.